Episode number 1. That's right, you guessed it, the very first episode. Hello, thanks for giving this a try. I'll be your host. My name is Stephen Lutman, and you are listening to the Expected Returns podcast. I'm a real estate investor as well as agent in New York's capital region. This will be a real estate focused endeavor, but we'll also be touching on topics like financial markets, economic data, and really anything that parallels along with housing. Structure-wise, episodes will be spent discussing current events happening in the world of real estate, as well as exploring certain ideas on a deeper level, examples such as strategies for first-time homebuyers, benefits of investing in real estate, how to obtain a mortgage, and other macro-level concepts. If there happens to be a subject you're interested in learning more about, questions are not only encouraged, but my hope is will become a major part of the show as we go forward. Being that this is the opening episode and might be the first time I've had a chance to speak with some of you, I thought it would be helpful to share a little bit about my background and then follow that up with what my goal for this new project is. As previously mentioned, my name is Stephen Lutman and I am originally from Niskayuna, New York. I'm a washed-up Division III tennis player at Nazareth College in Rochester and a graduate of University at Albany's MBA program. Prior to starting my responsibilities here at S.J. Lincoln, I worked for an investment firm in Albany doing real estate portfolio management and also spent some time in banking, both customer-facing on the retail side as well as back-office commercial work doing loan restructures. These days, I'm a real estate broker as well as owner of a few rental properties in the area. Outside of work, you can find me at the dog park, at the gym. If I'm golfing, probably in the woods looking for my ball, skiing, or at various networking events in the area. So that's just a bit about me. Next, I want to touch on the purpose for starting something like this. But first, a quick word from today's show sponsor. For anyone that's been involved in a real estate transaction, you know there are many moving parts. Agents, attorneys, lenders, lots of commotion, lots of ways for things to go wrong. So what does this mean? You can't afford to bring underqualified people onto your team. When you hire me as your agent, you get me, not a receptionist or a new agent learning on the job answering your questions. If you're interested in setting up a call, email steven@sjlincoln.com or visit sjlincoln.com/book-a-call. Yes, your purchase or sale could go smoothly, but if it doesn't, you need an agent comfortable solving problems. Steven@sjlincoln.com, sjlincoln.com/book-a-call. Boom, done. Won't spam you again the rest of the show, I promise. So why is it that we're here? Well, two main reasons. First, if you have experiences or a skill set others can learn from, I think you have some responsibility to make that knowledge available. Close to a decade as a landlord, in addition to my time here at the brokerage, my hope is that stories or concepts we cover here will save you some headaches that maybe I wasn't so lucky in avoiding earlier in my career. Second, and more selfishly, it's a platform for me to connect with an audience that maybe I haven't been able to reach yet. When you're more of a mom and pop operation, you simply don't have the marketing budget of, say, a Howard Hanna or Coldwell Banker or insert national chain here. So instead of fancy Facebook ads, you get this. And I can't imagine anyone wants to see my big head on a billboard driving into work in the morning. So really, I'm doing us both a favor here. So this should give you a feel for what future episodes will look like. Before we wrap up today, there are a few key events for this week that I believe are worth keeping an eye on. Wednesday will be the most active. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell is scheduled to speak in the afternoon. Inflationary pressures will almost certainly be addressed. You might have seen in the news the Labor Department published their monthly consumer price index last week, and at 6.8% was its highest level since 1982. Readers of our newsletter will know this is something we've been monitoring as far back as the summer. It's expected he'll be announcing the Fed's intent to end its tapering policy earlier than what was originally planned. If this is in fact true, I'm guessing we'll see a slight uptick in long-term yields. The tone of the speech, however, is going to be super important. If markets get spooked that Powell fears inflation more than their current pricing factors in, you could see a significant sell-off in certain types of equities. Earlier that day, the NAHB will release their monthly survey of home builder optimism about the current demand for new construction. And finally, Thursday, we get November building permits and housing starts, which gives us data on how many permits were issued the previous month to build new housing, along with how many previously approved projects actually broke ground. So that's it. Management says I need to get back to work, so that will be it for today. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SJ Lincoln Realty. If you want to set up a call, sjlincoln.com/book a call, or email steven@sjlincoln.com. Thank you for making it to the end. I sincerely hope that you got something of value from this, and we'll talk soon.